Look, no one's gonna do speeches for Moonie because public speaking.
You haven't planned
I wrote him
for
a.
a cake?
I actually don't. I don't think so. I wrote him a personal letter, like a handwritten letter. I don't think.
That's sentimental.
100%. I really put effort into that letter.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. After year 12, I didn't. I stopped writing.
So English isn't your forte anymore.
I still.
Written
I still
English
dominate, but the handwriting's not there. So I hope.
Legible?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can tell when Mooney's nervous because he starts doing a whole bunch of hand movements. He's like, are you still doing that thing? Oh my god! Like he starts doing a bunch of this shit with his hand. He talks with his hands. Yes, he's like. So did you go to the thing? And yeah, you were still studying law and all that sort of. He starts doing that shit with his hands. Yeah. He starts fucking going all Italian. I don't know.
Big man, James Brown. It's Moonie's birthday.
Yeah.
If you do remember when you first met him?
No.
Moonie and I started school together. We were in the same homeroom.
In year 7.
In year 7.
Moonie was my little bitch growing up.
So I met Moonie in IT class. And I was the only girl in IT class. And I remember I sat next to Moonie, but he gave me nothing. And he was playing Clash of Clans cock.
I met Moonie in high school, Montmorency Secondary College. I don't know what year, to be honest. I don't remember what year I met anybody in high school.
I don't know. I think I would have met Moonie in like some PlayStation party mutually with the rest of the boys. Mostly how we all met.
I think I started like knowing him over PlayStation. I think I met him over PlayStation, and then at some point I met him, and then he has a way of just weaseling his way into your life and friendship.
We met during English class, like New Year, they swapped classes with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't know anyone in that class, and this kid gave me a little nod. I was like, I'll sit with him.
Our best mate, Moonie.
Yes.
His 21st.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Yes.
Are you 21?
Not yet.
When's your birthday? No, it's September, is it not?
No, yes.
No, I'm not. I know this.
Take a guess. I remember your birthday.
Who doesn't remember my birthday? Come on now.
So I don't remember when I met Moonie, but I remember when I became friends with Moonie. Moonie and I became friends in Year 10 Science. And I remember this because in Year 10 Science, I think we all went through a cringe phase. And I remember saying it like the phrase like, it's lit fam. And I remember saying it so much to Moonie and Lockie in Year 10 that we just became friends. And then all of a sudden we started sitting in class together. When did you become friends with Moonie, Damo?
If my memory serves me, I think it was in year 10 where I first met Moonie. And as soon as I met him, I'm like, this is a funny bloke. Like, this is a funny bloke.
The VCE prodigy.
Well, what is like your first impression of him? Do you remember anything like that?
Sick cunt.
He's a sick guy.
Yeah. He's super odd sometimes. He's a different cat. For real.
He was shit at his job. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I actually don't remember meeting Moonie. But first impression, massive nose. But really funny guy.
When you first meet him, I would consider him to be a little bit, let's say, abrasive. When you first meet him.
The first time you saw Moonie walked in, he gave you that nod. What's your first impression?
Oh, he's one of those kids.
He was a scrawny little kid, and I was probably one of the shortest people at the year level.
Can't confirm.
Yeah. And then I left him in year 8 because I moved classes.
Oh, I thought you were in a relationship with him or something.
Oh yeah, we broke up. One day.
Well, my first impression was in our Spanish class, and it was like, wow, this guy can't speak Spanish very well. And I like him because he's really easygoing and easy to get along with, and very friendly and accommodating.
My first impression, when he walked into Baker's Lot, I was like, oh, maybe a bit of a shy guy, doesn't really want to have a chat. But once I started to work with him, he's so friendly, very easy to talk to. We had some good chats on our long shifts by ourselves. So yes, very, very nice guy.
Look, I love Moonie. There's no one else like him. But when he first showed up in fucking suit pants and a nice shirt, I thought he was overqualified. he looked good, and I was like, he's overqualified for this stuff. Obviously, I met him at work. He was ready to wait. He was ready to do it all. I love him now, but at the time I was like, he's hit above the bar. But first impressions, he was an educated bloke, and he is. I love him, and I'd fucking give anything for him.
I still respect him for asking me about work functions. As if we have work functions at Baker's Delight. Yeah, look, it was great. Bit of a legend.
Very quirky, very friendly, but I will never get over that he calls Bianca, because it is wrong. He's not American. He doesn't know how to speak English. But I love him.
Why would you be friends with Moonie? What do you like about him?
Mooney, Lachlan Moon, the top G, graduated from Tate University. Who wouldn't want to be friends with this cunt?
Top G is?
He is the top G.
He's dressed nice today. He's dressed nicely today.
He's fucking dressed nicely. He's got a fucking golf chain. Cunt's never played golf in his life, but he has a golf chain.
Why would you be friends with Moonie? Like, what do you like about the guy? For this Moonie.
Okay. Honestly, I just really like it gives me a really good feeling because it's like charity work.
For Moonie, he's just funny. He's a funny guy, takes everything as it goes, likes to make people laugh, and he's just, probably one of the best people you'll meet.
You gotta want to be friends with him because who else will be? You know?
There's no one else.
If it's not me, who's it gonna be?
Great bloke. He's the best player I played basketball with, and he really carried us on Sunday nights.
He's a great friend and a great person, but mainly the feeling of charity.
Just friends?
Yes.
Memorable. Memorable is not really a word I'd use of Mooney, but if I were to say one,
This fucking guy.
it'd probably be the time that he had a lot of eczema on his fucking hands, right?
Oh, that one time?
That one time, yeah. We were playing down ball, we were fucking kicking ass, and all of a sudden his fucking hands went chapped. And I'm like, cunt, get your fucking hands fixed. And then he's like, bro, it's eczema, I'm moisturising. I'm like, fuck, man, just go to the fucking doctor. Fuck.
Well, I am a +1 tonight, so I don't think I'm that memorable for Moonie. I didn't get an actual invite.
I told him to buy the perfume that my ex-boyfriend wore. And then he showed up to work the next day wearing it.
His eczema has improved a little bit. So, would you let him touch you? Now that his eczema has improved.
Fuck. He didn't need to have eczema for him to touch me, that's fine. He could have done that a while ago.
Oh, even with eczema?
Even with eczema, yeah.
You will let him touch you?
My fucking my inbuilt moisturiser would have secured him instantly.
Maybe you can moisturise him and like loosen him up a little bit.
I could if you wanted me to, but
Absolutely.
I feel like he'd reject the offer.
Probably the most memorable thing is year 11 math. We had Mr. Lucas, and for some reason, Mr. Lucas, the hunchback of P4 as we called him, he had it out for Mooney. I don't know why, we didn't like Mooney. And Mooney one day, I don't know what he did, probably didn't do anything to be honest. Mr. Lucas moved him in front of us. And so, me being the bored fuck that I was in math class, decided to whip out the stapler, flip the bottom open, and start shooting him in the back with staples for like 15 minutes straight at least. And then if memory serves me right, he got so pissed off, and he turned around so many times that Mr. Lucas had to move him again up to the front. I'm being gently caressed, viewers.
One New Year's Eve, I said, Happy New Year's. And we had a thing with Smosh, the 3 molester moons. And we sent that, and we were like, I'm going to molest you. Which
I remember we were about 10 minutes into the class, and Mooney comes in a bit late, right? And I only know this kid because I've seen him like kind of like in PlayStation, like playing with mutual friends, and we've kind of like both been in a conversation together, but I've never really spoken to him. Like I've spoken to him a couple times, but not really properly. And he comes in and he sees me, and he comes and sits next to me, and I was like, yes, Mooney, yes. I was so happy to see him because I knew that Mooney was a good dude, and I knew he was funny, and I was just so excited that I was gonna have a friend. And ever since then, we sat next to each other in psychology every single lesson, and we really, from that class, grew a really, really strong bond.
We
also made a YouTube series called Adventure Man, and I can drop those videos later if you need them. But
we need to put the clips in. We need to put the clips.
He asked a female at 50 Big Ad if she played League of Legends.
That's lame.
The fact that you remember that is crazy.
I wasn't there, but I just went, yep. And she did not like it. But look,
Any of you have some funny stories with Moonie? Doesn't have to be work, maybe at university, Spanish. Any funny stories you'd like to share? I'll take this one.
Look, Lockie's a professional, but we spent maybe an hour and a half talking about men's colognes. He told me about a bloke who would wear perfume to attract women, and look, it worked for him. We spent an hour and a half talking about this bloke.
I took him cologne shopping after work one time.
look.
Never again.
We need to point this out. She had played League.
She had played.
She played
So that's a
League.
dub. That's a dub
She
in
played, but
itself.
she knew how sad it was and completely rejected him instantly.
No, yeah, look, she did. That's alright. Get him on the next one. You just get him on the next one.
Did you go next, man?
Yeah,
It's
next
a mentality,
one.
bro. We don't hold on.
You know-
Tell me that story where Moonie apparently violated your personal rights.
Moonie and I weren't friends at this stage, that's for sure. We just.
Give me some context. Give me some context, Jimmy.
We didn't really know each other, right? We didn't talk to each other throughout Year 12 at all. And then on schoolies,
Wait.
we got
he needs a drink for
we
this.
got demoted to the back cabin. There was 4 of us. There was two single beds. Moonie said, "Let's push them together." I'm like, "All right." How weird can it be? First night, I'm sleeping, nice and tucked in. This cunt reaches over to me, starts feeling my fucking knees during the night. I'm like, "What the fuck is this, cunt? What is that?" And I'm like, Moonie, he's dreaming. He's dreaming about my fucking knees. Like, what's going on here? He's like, "Oh, what? Like, you're filling me up, bro." It's like, "Oh, sorry, man." I fucking ended up sleeping on the couch for the next 6 nights. Traumatic.
You said as far away as Moonie as possible. As humanly possible, ran away.
A memorable moment with Moonie. There's just so many, you know. He's an exciting bloke.
He really is.
Yeah, the amount of wild nights we've had together, I can't even say. The board games go off the hook. I mean, right, sometimes we're playing that werewolf game. I don't even know who I am anymore. I lose my mind in the werewolf game.
Who's the minion?
I black out and wake up in a cold sweat.
Traumatic.
I think Moonie tells the story the best. It's just like they are both asleep at this point. Like this is Moonie dream talking, right? Like dream walking. And then Moonie touches Jimmy's knees, and Jimmy's half awake, and Jimmy goes, "Moonie? Is that you, Moonie?" And Moonie's like, "Huh, what?" Feeling Jimmy up, right? But I swear to God, I heard a scream in the middle of the night, and it was Jimmy.
It was James.
I saw Jimmy run out of the cabin and join Cobb on the little couch, and then watch Yu-Gi-Oh for like. They watched Yu-Gi-Oh for like 2 nights in a row.
We didn't make it through a single episode. We fell asleep every single time.
So he got this really bad haircut.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it at all. So he put this beanie and this hoodie on. So Moonie was sitting outside by himself with a table of chairs. And this poor boy, my best friend, is just sitting there whilst everyone's inside with a beanie and just staring.
And so I definitely do think we should spend more time outdoors, more time at the beach, more time, exploring the more rural parts of Western Australia.
It's all fucking rural, mate.
The free lifts that he gives me everywhere, I think that's probably the most impactful thing that I can think of.
What's your favourite thing about Moonie?
Definitely his nose.
Because I can kind of relate, alright? Like, my nose is not as big as Moonie's, I'm not going to try and take that accolade away from him, biggest nose in the world.
Yep.
But mine's pretty big, and I feel like I can relate to Moonie because of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have to concur. What's your favourite thing about Moonie, and what's your least favourite thing about Moonie?
Definitely his hustle on the basketball court.
Oh, he hustles.
He hustles.
He
He's
hustles
Dennis Rodman
for
on the
sure.
basketball court. Do you know who Dennis Rodman is?
No.
Alright. He's Dennis
He's
Rodman.
the worm. He's the worm.
He'll get it done.
They call him the
He
worm
gets
for a
it
reason.
done, that's for sure.
You're the worm, Moonie. Oh, sounds like you're doing good on a basketball court.
Oh, probably the thing I hate most about it is him wanting to play Dune.
Choom! Choom! What's your favorite thing about Moonie? And what's your least favorite thing about Moonie?
My favorite thing about Moonie is that he says what he thinks, and my least favorite thing about Moonie is that he says what he thinks.
There we go. That is a good
My
one.
least favorite thing about him is that he
My favorite thing about Moody is he's always up for a good chat, you know, knows how to take a joke, not too serious. My least favorite thing is he doesn't know how to pronounce my name.
Look, I love Moonie, and he either agrees with your opinion, or if you have something else. Oh, here he is.
I can pronounce your name so correctly right now. Oh, this is my phone. What the fuck? Bro, I can pronounce your name so badly. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad.
My least favorite thing was when I first met him, I thought he was taller than me. Truth is, he's not, but at the time I thought he was.
My favourite thing about Moonie, or Lockie, is that he is always up for a fantastic chat. Whenever he walked into work, I was like, awesome, this fucking guy is going to make the shift go so fast. The worst thing about him is that he keeps bagging me for not finishing Breaking Bad.
Moonie just has an ability to just make any situation better. It just makes it so. It's just so funny to be around.
You're an amazing interviewer. You're
Thank you so much. This is like my first time doing this, by the way.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Okay, he does a weird thing. Like, if you're sitting next to him, he always looks like he's high. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if it's the eczema or like. Yeah, of course. Yeah, 1 second. He's got like red eyes, and he's always looking at me like this. And he can like. I think he's got ADHD. He's always moving around.
My favourite thing about Moonie is that I can bully him easily.
Oh my god!
The biggest sibling vibes, bro. The biggest sibling vibes.
My least favourite thing about Moonie, he never let me have a fucking gumball from his gumball machine. He had this fucking gumball machine in his room. Every time I came over to his fucking house, he wouldn't let me have it because he didn't want me to have it for the fucking aesthetics.
Scumbag!
He wanted his gumball machine full, and he never let me have one. So I used to come into your room, Moonie, and I used to fucking steal gumballs.
Yeah, that's a fucking Moonie. Give me the gumball. So what do you have to say to him for Moonie going on to become an adult?
That I remember him as like a weedy, kind of nerdy teenager, and like he's still that, but like we still love him, and he's actually growing into a really, really lovable person. I love Moonie.
And now I'm really happy to say that not only is he one of my best friends in the entire world, but I truly believe that he's a brother and he's family to me, and I love him with all my heart, and I would do absolutely anything for him. And I'm so happy to have him in my life.
Where do I start, fella? Really, he's a dependable guy. He's a damn good guy. You know, he's always there to pick you up when you're down. You know, like, he means so well to me. He's one of my closest friends, and yeah, he's helped me through so much. So, you know, I couldn't thank him enough, and it's an honour to be his friend.
I can't say that. Lockie, you know what we talked about, and you know how I feel about it, okay?
Is it regarding women?
Possibly. Don't say it! Do not say it!
I can say so many serious things about Moonie. I give Moonie so much shit, but he's actually one of my good friends. Because whenever we had the slightest philosophical chat, we call, and it shits me. He always calls me at like 12 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock in the morning. And every time he does, I pick up, but I yell at him because I usually have to get up at like 5 a.m. or something. So I get really angry at him, but I still call because, like, it's good chats. And every single time there's even like the slightest thing that's on my mind, he knows exactly the right thing to say and knows how to be supportive and knows how, like, he knows when I need support, he knows when I need advice, and he knows when I need a rant. And he always pushes me to be the best version of myself, even when I don't want to be. And so Moonie is genuinely just one of my best friends. And I'm so, so glad that I became close with him over the years.
Moonie needs a girlfriend. Agree?
Does he need a girlfriend?
Absolutely. What's your one advice? Because bro, you out of all the boys, you probably get the most girls, and you're probably one of the best looking. Objectively.
Yeah. My line of advice, right, and you can never go wrong with it, stop playing fucking League. You will get women when you stop playing League. And the fact that he's a high-level player means he has to fucking downgrade a lot to do that, alright? Moonie, if future you is hearing this, get the fuck off League, alright? Talk to some women, right? Chat him up, and just fucking go from there. You got the fucking, you got the hair, you got the physique, you got everything going for you, mate. Just do it.
He's truly a genuinely amazing kid, and he's a really good guy, really funny, really great values in life, and so I truly believe that as long as he gives himself a chance and is confident in himself, which I know that he is, but if he kind of like follows his heart and gives himself a chance, I truly believe that he will find exactly who he wants to find. He will receive whatever he puts out there. It's been a fucking bit of a rough go these last couple of years.
It's looking good though. He's making progress though.
Yes.
Making some recent progress, so we'll see what happens with that.
I hope something.
Only time can tell.
Only time can tell. Alright. Hopefully there's a little bit of output here, but we'll say okay. We're giving him all the advice, all the tips. Davidson's throwing a little bit, but we're trying. Okay. The rest of us, Davidson doesn't want him to live, doesn't want him to succeed. We're trying, but as long as Moonie has the confidence and really believes in himself, I believe that he can make it. All right.
What's your one advice for Moonie for getting a girlfriend?
Don't listen to Damo would be the first part.
That's exactly what Jack said. Moonie needs a girlfriend. It's been too long. What do you think about that? What's one advice that you would give to Moonie?
So not many people know this, but I'm actually Moonie's wing woman.
I'm the wing man. You're the wing woman.
Oh, that's a fucking recipe for disaster.
Everyone says this. Everyone says this. I have good skills. I promise. Do I not have good skills? Okay. You don't know. You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
If anything, I do know.
What's one ultimate advice you would give to Moonie for finding a girlfriend?
No, I already have an answer for this one. Don't listen to Davidson.
Everyone says this, bro.
To Davidson. Whatever advice Davidson is giving you, don't listen. Davidson, you have the worst track record. Listen to me.
Bro, you dress like Andrew Tate.
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Top G, my man.
You are the top G. You are the top G. But we're trying to get him a girlfriend, not a bitch or a hoe.
Okay.
He's a very sweet individual. He wants to build something slowly.
Understood. No top G.
He has the yellow fever at the moment, but we'll see how that works out.
He does.
We'll see.
What's just one message you would give to Moonie? Nice and quick.
1 month of no video games, still doesn't get bitches.
What's one advice you'll give to Moonie for finding a girlfriend?
I'm probably not the person to ask for that, to be honest.
This is true, but from a girl's...
Just to continue being himself, because he is a nice, like a genuine, a really good person. So him just being himself, it's going to come to him eventually, and the right one's going to come to him eventually, and he deserves the happiness that he will find.
I reckon good style comes into it.
Is Moonie not
He's looking
fresh?
good. He's looking good tonight, but I don't know what his daily attire looks like.
Yeah.
So now that he's out of the baker's uniform, it might work better for him.
He's in a BWS uniform now.
BWS.
BWS.
They'll be in for the discounts of the alcohol.
I don't think Moonie needs a girlfriend. I think Moonie is thrive. Shut the fuck up. Moonie is. I think he's thriving on his own, and he's working on self-improvement every single day. He's learning so many new things. He's experiencing so many new things. He's got so many wonderful people in his life, so many good friends. He's got an amazing family. His mum's thebomb.com, by the way.
We all love his mum.
I love his mum.
Tanya is the nicest soul.
Moonie is complete on his own.
He's an independent
man.
That's what it is.
I feel so fucking weird calling him a man. Sorry. No,
He's
Moonie,
21. He's a man now.
He's a man now. But no, Moonie doesn't need to rely on anybody to be happy. He has himself, and that's perfect for him.
Imagine 10 years from now, Moonie's happily married with a Japanese girl, and they watch back on this clip, and this is it. This is the build-up. Moonie's being so, would you say obsessed? He's not even telling the boys. He's not even telling the boys about this.
Bro, the other day, I called him just to see how he was, and I was like, "What have you been doing all day, bro?" And he's like, well, "I've been out with fucking, yeah, I've been the Japanese, Japanese, Japanese girl. I'm sorry, she hasn't. Well, it's not my fault. He hasn't even told me anything about her, right? Hasn't told me her name. I don't know anything about her, so it's not my fault. But yeah, he went out with him. Went out with her like 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Twice, once yesterday and once Wednesday, I think. So it seems like everything's going well. Let's hope that that maintains, right?
What's one advice you would give Moonie?
Stop going for shit chicks.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. Go out there, mate. Go for it. Take advice from Brayden, the player we got here. Look at his glasses.
Bianca and Annika are both single. I'm joking, but they are. Hit them up.
What do you want from me? Look, there is a lot of fish in the sea.
There is a lot of fish in the sea. You will find the one soon enough. You're only 21.
Only 21, Moonie. So Bianca is single.
No! And Annika!
And Annika. Go to
I'm not.
We'll start with Annika first. Would you date Moonie?
I think it's a bit old for me.
He's got the drip. Let's just say he's got the drip, right? He's got the drip.
He's looking fresh today, isn't he?
Look at the jacket. He's looking fresh.
Fresh. You know what? I think my hot take on it is you shouldn't have to aim, because we're only 21. I think he should enjoy himself, grow as a person, and the right person will just come to him. So I don't think he has to change himself. He just needs to let somebody who matches his vibe and his whole charisma shine.
Moonie.
Because if you change yourself, I'm going to fuck them up, because you shouldn't change yourself for anyone.
You're enough, Moonie. Just be yourself and just let your personality shine.
Yeah, because that's why we love you, and that's why I've been your friend all these years, and I love you to death and talk so highly of you. It's because you're an amazing person.
What's the youngest and what's the oldest you'll date?
No, they can't be younger than 21. The oldest I've gone on a date with is like... No, I'm not saying it from my fucking god. No.
Just a day. It's just a
No,
day.
because it's on video now. Okay. I'm smarter than that. I'll say it when it's off
Give
camera.
us a range. All right. Give us a range.
Okay, under the age of 65.
Please. What the hell? That fucking story, how you telling Moonies, I fucking love you.
Which story?
You painted the walls white.
Oh my god! This is for my YouTube, bro. This is for my YouTube. Let's do it. Alright. So we have the man of the hour, big man Moonie, Lachlan Moon. What's your middle name?
James.
Come on, man. You should know this.
Wait,
Bro.
we are Snap Brothers.
You've been interviewing all night and you don't even know his middle name.
There's no reason for me to know.
You should know.
I probably know.
What is yours?
I don't. Asians don't have middle names.
Impossible.
it's just the first name, last name. That's it. Oh. So, have you had a good time tonight?
Absolutely. The people have been great. I'm enjoying the time very much. Everyone's come, a lot of people haven't shown up, but everyone that matters very importantly to me have shown. I'm very grateful. It's good to have conversations with people. Very happy about that.
How does it feel being 21? Does it feel like is there anything different?
No, absolutely not. The day I turned 21, you guys were there. It was midnight. I did not I literally was just like, oh, I'm 21 now.
Still nothing.
Nothing, bro. I don't feel any different to 20. Literally, maturity still the same. I feel I'm the same smash.
I feel a child.
I'm still a 13-year-old still in my body. I don't feel any different. I still feel no difference. Literally none.
But Moonie, you are now deep into adulthood. You are an adult man right now. You are expected to be responsible, independent, mature. So my question, how does that feel? And what's your biggest goal? Heading into adulthood. Now think big. Give it a second. Give it a second.
I think I have my answer.
my biggest goal is to enjoy life to the fullest. Okay, putting myself in places that I'm extremely uncomfortable. I want to become like as strong as possible in the terms of mentally. I want to experience everything. I want to try everything. Like that is my goal. My bucket list is ridiculously long because I feel like you're not living life without putting yourself out there. Even if at the end of the day, you feel really like cringe, awful about it. Maybe you did something like, maybe you regret doing it, but because you've done it, it's done. You can say you've done it, you've grown from it. Like this 21st, for example, very stressed beforehand. I very worried that no one would enjoy it. It'd be a bad time, but everyone's been having a good time.
Everyone's loving it.
Absolutely.
Everyone's loving it.
I've been having a very good time here. I've enjoyed talking to everyone, and I'm very excited to see everyone mingle together. And so it's definitely like, even though I was stressing about it beforehand, I don't regret it now, and I'm very happy that I did it. And it's things like that I want to keep doing, like for skydiving, for example.
You be down?
Absolutely. But like the thing is, you know, right now I'm like scared, like I don't want to do skydiving. But in the moment when it's done and I fucking do it, I'll be so happy that I've done it and no regrets at all. So, but I feel like that's what adulthood is about. Now that I have the freedom to do everything I can, I'm going to do as much as I fucking can. Like, yeah, no fucking holding back.
You will do it, bro. You can do it.
Absolutely.
Fuck,
Stay
Davison.
put, stay put.
I'm gonna miss you in Taiwan. I love you so much, brother. Give me a kiss.
I've got a list of fan questions right here. These are from your biggest fans. Now, not all of them are gonna make it into the final clip. Some of them are cursed. Just answer them. Don't worry about it.
I've got a really important question for you. So this is one that I've personally thinking about. I've been thinking about this for a very long time, right? I've known you for a very long time. Pretty much since I met you, I've been thinking about this, right? Considering that you've got such a great, you're so observant in this area. I was just wondering, what's your favorite smell? There's no one else better to ask than this. This question is made for you. I really want to know because everyone else is on a lower level of smells, but you, it's a different extent, right? Do you have one? Do you have a favorite smell?
Do you like lavender?
What's your?
There's vanilla, you got lavender. What do you got?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Jacob.
Moonie can smell you from 10 miles away.
100%. That's what I'm trying to ask him, bro.
That's relevant to
I'm trying to ask him what's
So hey, Moonie, can you smell what your mum is cooking like half an hour before she starts?
Bro, she always picks up on that. I'm like, wait, is that a roast? And she's like, no.
She doesn't even he doesn't even need to ask what's for dinner.
It's just like, bro, I don't even know how to describe it. Your sense of smell is fucking elite.
It's insanity, bro. This fucking schnoz gets the smells going, man. It's ridiculous.
No need for like canines and shit like that. Like smelling dogs.
Just get Moonie. Imagine
Moonie sits in the airport. Sees the guy from like 20 meters away. Goes, hey, he's got coke.
Can you imagine going through customs and you've checked your bag, you've gone through, and there's just Moonie at the end.
Inbred pulls you up and goes, hey,
Here's the final level. You get through the Labrador.
we got over there.
You get through the Labrador.
Smells like
Moonie's
marijuana.
Standing there with a leash, and Moonie's ready, bro. Ready, bro. Anything.
I'm the boss.
Do you have one? Do you have a favorite smell?
I love a good fucking roast.
Roast, okay.
This is a good one. Bro, when I get home, I hope for a roast lamb. It's not gonna happen, but I hope. Thank you, Mum.
Every day I hope for a roast lamb.
Hey, what's the song? He literally just asked for the song. Depends if complete cut space, don't really need one. I can go to Nissan.
Moonie, you're drunk. Moonie, you're drunk. Moonie, you're drunk.
Whatchamacallit, played a couple demos at Madison Square Garden. Tell me, Sony, I'm not fucking calling. I'm planting another Billy Chili in my garden. Yo, what's up?
Yo, Moonie's gonna go bars. So Moonie, for my viewers out there, you were our betting horse. You were our betting horse.
Yes.
Here's Hannah.
Matt didn't believe.
Matt did not believe.
Jimmy Fallon show.
Matt didn't believe. Davidson and I believed.
And what was the result?
For us, it was Jimmy and Moonie who were the horses, and Jack and I bet our money on Moonie, and we lost. So this is my question: give us a time frame of when you're gonna go through the finish line. Listen, listen.
10 days.
How's the 10-day challenge going?
10 days. Alright.
How's the 10-day challenge going?
Give
And
it-
give us a timeline. Give us an ETA.
2-3 months.
You heard it. You heard it. 2-3 months. Next question. This is an important one. This is a personal one for me. This is a real personal one for me. Moonie, listen carefully. You have to be honest, right? Do you promise to answer honestly, truthfully?
Absolutely.
You promise. All right. On the handshake. Who?
Yeah, because this is gonna reach my family.
Which group do you prefer? Jack backed the wrong horse, or the sour oranges?
Both groups have their.
Shut the fuck on the fucking fence!
Answer no, it's literally the truth. Okay, both groups have their advantages and disadvantages. I mean, different moods.
We're disadvantaged.
Where's the disadvantage?
We're disadvantaged.
Where's the disadvantage?
Yo, okay, this is getting. I'm kind of getting fired up. I'm about to take the Muay Thai gloves out, bro. I'm about to get into
wait. No, okay, both groups. You guys are both great in your own ways, and to compare one to another is impossible. It's not allowed. I forbid that shit. So.
With that being said,
Look, I can't answer. There's no either one. I'm best friends with everyone from both groups for a reason. There's no one another. I literally cannot answer. In different times, I prefer the other group for different needs. And that, like, for example, going out, having fun, just being with each other in person. That is you guys. Playing video games, just chatting online, doing all that sort of stuff. They're the sour oranges.
We are all gamers here.
We
are all gamers.
They are gamers.
We are DST brothers, bro. Are you saying they are better than games than us?
They are better at games.
Better to play games with?
I'm top 10% in Overwatch.
Oh, shut. In your opinion, who is your funniest friend? I need to know. Your cousin doesn't count, all right? I need to know. And you need to answer straight, okay? Because there is an answer, right? You can't be dancing around it like you have this entire night, right? You need to give us a straight answer right now. Let me think. Okay. We're going to give him a second to think. I personally don't think it's that hard of a choice.
It's not hard at all.
I think it's quite easy, right?
It's obvious.
I think...
It's obvious. It's obvious.
Who
It's
is
clear. The question is for you. We asked you to answer honestly. Like, hopefully you'll give us some respect.
Yes. I need to think.
A few moments later.
I think it is Alana Murphy.
That cannot be genuine.
It's genuine. Yes.
Who's the runner-up?
Runner-up? I would say I've had a bunch of good laughs with Andrew. I would say Inshallah. Matthew York is pretty funny.
Inshallah.
If Connor Mitchell was here, I would put him up as well.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. That is haram. That is haram like that.
Okay. Who do you think's the best dressed tonight?
Best dressed?
Yeah, you can pick yourself if you
I
want.
would say Connor Dogger was very nicely dressed.
Fact.
When he was here. Right now. Yeah,
A couple
I would
people-
say myself.
Yourself.
I am.
Stand up. Like, give us all.
I'll second that. Especially you're not wearing the blazer, but with the blazer was clean.
Yes, I wanted to be like it's my party. I want it to be the main attraction of the party. I'm the main event. So I got the fucking chain coming out here, black on black, white sand white, black fucking dress shoes. I mean, my hair could do a bit of work, but it's fucking sexy regardless.
Moody, happy birthday, mate.
Thank you so much.
We all love you very much. Thank you for putting together this amazing event. We had an amazing time. Jack, did you enjoy yourself?
100% I did. It was a wonderful time. I hope Moonie enjoyed his night as much as we did. because it was fantastic. Honestly, drinks, food, it was all great. Music, vibes, friends. It was a wonderful night. Tremendous.
I appreciate you, Davison, for doing all this work. I'm extremely excited to see the video.
I hope the audio recorded because I don't know how to do this. There's the potential that nothing is. We are all here just talking and there's nothing there.
But you got to share a lot of experiences. That's the fucking main thing, right?
No, it isn't.
No, I will be extremely depressed. But yeah, give me a hug. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Concluding interview. Back up.
My brother. He said you were one of those kids. Yeah, very good.